Oh boy. Hello everyone, and welcome to another art stream. Yeah, so if you are not familiar with the music, I am going to be doing some NSR art today because I've got these keychains that I have plans to make. And one of the series that I want to do is from No Straight Roads. So I've got a few on the dock today. My goal is to at least get 3 done. They're all sketched out. Some of them I still need to refine the sketches for. But there's at least 4 that I want to, like, do. But I'll, like, set myself, like, a realistic thing of 3. So, just without further ado, let's get right on into it. Okay. Just gotta arrange my windows. I sometimes I forget like how my windows should be arranged when it comes to these streams because I I don't really do them all that often, but I'm trying to like get better at doing that. Okay, legs in position. My pen, there's my pen. Okay. So with these keychains, my goal is to make them look more like this style right here. Yeah, let me just see a thing real quick. I need to see what his bar looks like. I need to see the DJ Subatomic Supernova Gallery. I see he had an actual human head before, it's a concept. Oh yeah, he had pants before. But do they not have his boss icon? What? Where's his thing? Health bar icon. Huh. Well, I guess I'm winging the style. So I did it before. Let's see. I had that, and then I had the base color be like the most prominent color on them, which is like this blue. Let's see. All right, outlines first. I don't have the version of Clip where you can like see like the alignment of everything. That's probably the main thing that's making me consider upgrading past 1.0, because like having that alignment, or like perfect alignment, is so helpful. So I don't have to like keep zooming in like this. Like, I have that sort of workflow down, but maybe I don't have to. Actually, since it is pretty symmetrical here, I can go ahead and put the headphones too. Make them thicker. There we go. Before we do that, let me do this first. Make it a little bit more. There we go. A bit more rectangular, and then this be out here. I will cover them later with other colors, but that's the base. Then yeah, I do have to make the headphones a bit smaller just for the sake of the art, because I want this to fit on like a keychain. And can't be like too tall, or else it'll look kind of weird. His head's already like kind of, you know, like this. So if the center, just need to make sure something's centered here. center's like right here. Hold on. Center's right here. Oh my god. Please. I had to do it this way then, I guess. Make sure it's going kind of straight here. Or, hold on. That one, wrong layer. Okay, good. That's all I need. And then go over here. That'll save me time in order to do that. Oh, it's DD subatomic again. Go. It's supposed to have a very symmetrical design. Before I even think of doing that, maybe. There we go. On a little bit straighter. Here we are. It's fine. There's a little bit of bleed there. Sure, everything's symmetrical. Because I want him to be a very symmetrical sort of guy. I never really used the ruler, actually. Maybe I should use it more. Let's see. It's more of a more blue. There we go. That's color matched. What? Okay, that was kind of weird. Oh, perhaps like here? Too big. Gray. Darker. Works enough. Okay. Actually, before I do that, I really should be focusing a lot more on just this, making this one square. He is a very geometric person. Go. Okay. This part of the jacket will be open, so I'll have to make room for that. All right. Fine enough. And the head, there's going to be a lot of coloring in here. I'll just like color pick it. Maybe I don't feel like, you know, doing much. Okay, I think what I can do here is like color in here. Copy it, copy, paste, and then like, or erase the half that's like overlapping. Hold on. I need to mess with the guide a little bit. What? Oh, it's not going to be able to go directly in the middle. That's frustrating, but eh. Okay. Please. It's gonna take a bit. I like zooming in like really far. I probably don't have to, and I probably shouldn't, but it's what I do. Keep moving it down, keep moving it down. There's gonna be a bit. We're just halfway. I zoomed in way too far. Oh. It's like the shoulder. Not that too far away. Why is there a, was it British a 10-minute cooldown? Well, so people don't like redeem it so much. And also, you can only redeem it like 3 times a stream. Okay. Hood of this is like, that's completely white, right? That is like, yeah, that's pretty much like a full F. Oh my god. There's a little bit of... Hold on a sec. Gonna make this curve in a little bit, I think. And also to make it like have a little bit more room. A little bit of overlap here. That should be fine. And I'll do the same thing as I did earlier with this. Okay. Go. This needs to be sharper here in order for it to be a bit more believable. There we go. This one. Okay.
Father, is this the Galaxy Shark?
Galaxy Sharp, no, this is DJ Subatomic Supernova from No Straight Roads. I'm working on a keychain. And he happens to be the one on the development block so far. I'll erase that anyway. Okay. So next is like a light blue over here. It's very... Okay, this is gonna look weird when it comes to like, when I convert it to CYMK later. blue? No, more green, I think. There we go. Rel! Hello! How are you doing? It's probably like cyan. It might just be like the way I see it. I don't know. I know, above. Maybe your monitor? It could be that. Colors are weird sometimes. Okay. So in order for this to look a bit more believable, this one has to be... I think I need to extend the cyan part out a little bit more. Well, it is thinner over here compared to like... This one is more so on the outside here. And then from here, I just need to make it more round. Who is this? Is this Mason? It's not Mason, it's DJ Subatomic Supernova from No Straight Roads, which is what the song that is playing is right now. A bit more of this erased. Yeah, I'll just fill that in with white later. Need to make this smooth. I know I'm zooming in a lot, probably unnecessarily. But if this is gonna be printed, I wanna, you know, make it look as good as I can. You're going to explode? What's going on? You good? Should get your capture card next week and microphone. Ooh. Oh. Getting your PC today. Like, the parts are coming in today? Like, the full thing's coming in today? Yeah, congrats. Ooh, they got the Japanese version. Yeah, looking forward to, you know, seeing the setup, hearing you stream after that. The full thing, I got you. Perfect. Tee hee 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 hee. We can plan the Warframe stream. Oh, this one's a little... Warframe stream. I enjoy Warframe. Warm Ramf. I don't know that game, man. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with your game. It's a pre-build, you can upgrade it later parts, yeah. Like if you can't afford, like it's like a cosplay. You can always just get like something that someone already made and then like expand on it later. You don't always have to like go for the like full thing right away. That's just not cost efficient. Okay, so the yellow here, yellow, brighter, or yellow. The cat soup of the raid. Hello, welcome. I'm drawing here. That's great. Thank you, Random. So welcome. Thanks for the first time chat. Buying a fully upgraded PC with all the extra parts would cost an arm and a leg. Yeah, especially these days. God damn, a PC costs so much. Okay. Have a bit of leeway to no, I think this needs to be angled down a little bit. Here, because he's supposed to look like a galaxy. Glad you brought RAM when you did. Yeah, same here. I'm glad I got my 64. Was it my 64 gigs. Time for you to find out how OBS works. If you ever need help, I got you. OBS, low-key one of my specialties because of my job. Like, I had to work with a lot with streaming software, and I'm actually learning another one, like not OBS, but like a much more advanced one that isn't exactly consumer friendly, but is like a professional software. Except I'm learning it myself because like the people that install the software don't do training on it. Well, they do kind of do training on it, but like only really know like the basics of it. I have to do a lot of tinkering with it. Oh my god. Got 1 terabyte of RAM. Damn. That's a lot of RAM. Oh, well, if it's storage, yeah, a terabyte of storage is, you know, necessary, especially if you're gaming. Is that Cleone that I'm taking 16 gigs from you, so I have 40. So you have 48. Don't keep, like, leave my RAM alone. That would be a crazy amount of RAM to have, though. You could do so much with that. Okay. I think I need to smooth in the cyan parts. I promise you this is not Sans other Undertale either. Okay. I think is my head a monitor or a tablet? My head's TV. Pads is a tablet. Okay. This is also the CPU might cry before that gets there. It actually makes you think of cameraman. Cameraman? Technically, I myself, I don't need RAM. What do you mean? the body needs RAM. Like, leave me alone. So if I want to have this smeared, that's it. Oh, I was on the wrong thing. You use the storage.
Okay, listen here, you Filipino TV. I am a highly upgraded tablet made from spare parts. Father, remember that?
I can take the iPad down anytime I want. Okay. There needs to be a bit more room on this section, so I think I need to yeah, okay. Do it. Or, no. This needs to be erased some. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Thank you. Okay. The page files? You mean page files? Or is it something else that is yeah. I've been doing all right. You know, like, I actually kind of happy right now because my milligram series keychains came in. And hold on, I can show you what they look like on stream. I don't think I ever put them on my server. I really should do more with that. It's right there. And the most I do is announce things on it. Like, I really should be doing more, but I'm just not. Let me find pictures and like, and get them on get them. It's one. Where's the other one? I know there's more. I know exactly who I DM'd pictures to. There it is. Okay. So, image. Let's see. It's in downloads. Just gotta... Okay, so this is what my stand looks like. And these are what the charms up close look like. Yeah. They're like 2 inches tall. They're from the Milgram series. Yeah, I really like them. First thing you're going to be downloading is OBS, and the app you can put your PNG in. Yeah. A VideoTube is a very good one. It accepts like any sort of image, like image file, including GIFs, which is really important. I don't have robot hands. No way. I can't believe it. Oh my god, hand reveal. Okay. YouTube is so good, you can make so many different expressions. Yeah, and you can change them on hotkeys too. Okay. This looks fine. Okay, now I just need to make sure that these are paired up correctly. Okay. That is that. Okay. That's the sun. We have the middle. We have the outer, and then we have the head. Let's get rid of this. And then we'll pull this one down to straighten out this. Gonna make a pissed expression. You got the idea? Let's go fully red mask on. I got you. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of fun with like expressions and all that. Oh, wrong thing. Oh wait, nope, that's not on. Hold on. Idea. Then there we go. Straight line. Let's go fully red. I got you. And I can make that happen. I love the No Straight Roads music. No Straight Roads is great, and I'm so happy that like we're getting a second one. Okay. The head itself is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Should have asked to animate the tail. Yeah. And I can probably do some additions in the future. Just for like a smaller payment. Like not full payment because that wouldn't be fair. Probably just enough to like make up the difference or so. And never apologize for yapping. Enjoying the music. The No Straight Roads music is so good. I'm so glad it's on Spotify too. On my mic, okay. Now, how do I make a galaxy in the head? A pink splotch over here. Actually, I should go with the details that I know how to make first. These are supposed to be like pretty simple. Oh god, this character is gonna be troublesome to like translate into a CYMK design. Blue and purple characters are hard to like make into actual prints or like anything revolving the colors blue and purple because printers are not good at printing those colors in particular. I understand why, but like, come on. Those are like the colors I use the most. Why does it have to be those two? this, and then a white right here to emulate that. That should take care of the outer sections. The darker sections, I think. Oh. I think I can use like some blurring here. It would help a lot, definitely. I want to use Flood Tube or OBS plugin since your PNG is more simple. If you do need like moving layers, you probably use Veto Tube. Yeah. I understand the thing about like not wanting too many things open. Yeah, it can be a hassle if you have like a lower end machine because it's trying to process everything. And sometimes you just don't have the room for that. It just has some animation to spreads, not so much, but you have some animation. Yeah. I should know because I was the one that made it. Got the approach. Yeah, every bit of resource counts. It's a gaming laptop, yeah. It is really important to save on those resources. I was one Galaxy. I am experimenting with that right now. There's a little bit out here. Now we need a bit more blue and pink, those sorts of shades. Of a whole variety of like blues and such. This one, it's like a hot pink, kind of more on the reddish side over here. Yep, that works. Okay. From the base shape. Then just do that. Not to mention I also got a stand with a vent. Later on you're gonna get a high-powered battery-operated air blower. You can blow, yeah, like something that you can like easily dust your PC with. Yeah, I got one of those. I still need to actually dust my PC. But yeah, they're useful. And that would block the fans, yeah. I almost thought like it was one of the things you haven't tried to reduce ever, so you keep a minimum amount of software. Desktops are definitely overall easier to do maintenance on in most regards. Yeah, because you're not like really constrained to like like a warranty that you probably would void upon opening up your laptop if you want to actually like do something with it. Oh, right. It's because... You know what? Oh. Oh, it's because of the guide. Right, okay. Let me erase that. I don't need it. I was wondering. Wider. And then we need a few more accents over here. That's the wrong thing. This would be a white side. I think you're not going to be using slide bar. Oh, like a something for PC involving. I don't know what a slide bar is supposed to do. The reason you didn't go for laptops because laptops seem more fragile. It can be, but they're useful if you like need to like transport things, like have it be mobile, or like you're a college student or something that doesn't have a job or like that. Warranty's expired, so you can open it without care. Yeah, the parts inside do tend to be a little bit more delicate. I notice. Bit of a wisp here. Annoyance right now is that your PC just the fact that you can get really hot because of it. You think it's good your PC doesn't overheat, but it sucks you have to ventilate. Yeah, that sucks too because like I like sitting at my PC. It's comfortable, but then it just gets hot for no damn reason. Okay. Okay, I think before anything I should go for this. Should set up the color source that I got here. Okay, that is even. Okay, now to be white. Oops. Oh. Bill, I used the wrong shortcut. This one, his color, I think, is just need to get a flash. I have to transfer everything from Dolphin to the desktop. I gotta get that, I gotta get all your, memory cards on, Dolphin back. Subatomic Supernova, okay. I can check out the boss fight. Laptops like Dell, seen a majority of hard drives fail back then than others. Some have not great hinges. Yeah, it really depends on like the manufacturer, I feel. The color's just like a dark blue. Some are more prone to overheating, yeah. You never replace one of your hard drives soon because it has 70% health. Okay, yeah, I think at that point you really gotta consider replacing it. Because you don't want all your work to go to waste, you know? Where did it go? Oh. Got the wrong thing. Oh, it's just really small. Right, color pick that. Fill that. Okay. From here, I just gotta... Oh, right. This thing is, on its own layer. Okay. Here, copy the, this, and paste it right here. Nice. You don't necessarily need a flash drive, you can do over network, but yeah, you also might have to buy like a storage or something, depending on what service you use. It's safe files because you're not gonna be doing Sonic Riders. I've had to do that before. Kind of sucks, but I do enjoy the game, so I don't really care either way. Okay, so if I want my light sourced, go for a multiply here. A little dark. Blends in a bit too much. Okay, it's funny that the shadows are a bit more asymmetrical. We can just say the light's like slightly off center. I really wanted to have like DD's Subatomic Supernova be like a bit more robotic, which is why I chose to like, you know, like symmetrize him, I guess. I made him symmetrical, oh god. Because like, while he's not a robot, he's just like he's kind of space themed, and a lot of his stuff is depicted as him like looking straight at the camera. I need to buy storage from the network. Just use Windows built-in folder sharing, right? I forgot that happens. I forgot you can do that because I never use it. It probably is useful, I just don't for whatever reason. Supply. Okay. Well, assuming this is a pattern, like, I need to move it like more so right here because I want to have this part covered in shadow. For Mayday, I didn't really do any like highlights, so I probably don't really need to either on this one. Wait, what is this? Oh, right, that. Multiply if I... adds a little bit of extra dimension. I think that should be fine. Okay, and then I add the overlay. Take this out. Since you have older laptops that you use for backups, kind of like it's a hard drive in a way. Be a bit darker. And then this blue definitely needs to be a lot more cyan. Like a sharp blue. This thing can err on the side of purple too. A bit more indigo, I think. Or like the overlay layer at the very least. This one has a hard drive, but god is it slow using it normally with Windows. I mean, is it like, if it's an older model, I could see why. Okay, I probably don't need another overlay layer, but just in case I want to like change the colors. It's a lot easier if I just do it like this. Well, I could just like, why am I doing it the hard way? I don't have like, if they're both the same like layer style, they're doing the same thing. So clip that, overlay, there you go. Okay, blur it a little bit more. When that only has a hard drive and not an SSD and only 8 gigs of RAM, yeah. Modern Windows would not survive on that laptop. 50, okay. Software is struggling. It's because this is a large canvas. Like, it's 5,000 by 5,000 pixels, and it's a large airbrush, which, you know, has a lot more data. But yeah, DJ Subatomic Supernova is done. Go ahead and export that. Like, the reason why it's so like high in the pixel count is because I want to like have this printed. Why is my hand a PNG tuber? Why not? I made this a while ago, credits. Like, I made this a long time ago. Okay, I'm gonna skip a few bosses. Let's go to the second to last one. Let's go to Eve. My giving Brendan back in the day, not so much now, yeah. 8 gigs RAM's not gonna cut it these days, unfortunately. This level's gonna explode on that laptop if you ever do that. I assume you don't have it upgraded. Well, updated, not upgraded. Those are two separate things, really. Oh, speaking of Eve, this is our boss music. Don't join the art streams normally. I mean, that's fair. Not for everyone, I understand that. Oh. Okay. Supported CPs under the requirements, but not by much. Well, still under, so. Makes sense. Okay. This one, I don't really need to symmetrize the actual head more than I do need to like symmetrize the features on the head, because the body is angled somewhat to like to the side. I can get away with actually no, since symmetry is really important for Eve in terms of like the colors, I am gonna do this. You can force, but just adding more of a bottleneck. Yeah, it's best not to like push your luck, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Can I make it just make it as solid as I can? And one more. There we are. Okay. Okay. Copy and paste over. This way, and let's see. Not enough. Needs one more. Select up. Okay. That should be fine. And then if I just invert and go around here, there we go. That should like I have a lot of workarounds that I've been doing. Am I drawing? I'm drawing more keychain designs. Like I'm drawing all the bosses from No Straight Roads. And like and the main characters. I've already got the main characters drawn. I still need to draw all the bosses though. I just got the first one done, and I'm on the 4th boss right now. I'm kind of hopping around. There's still a few that I want to like redraw, really, because I'm not too satisfied with the poses. Come on, please. Thank you. Actually, no. That doesn't look quite right. Okay. That should work enough. Here, and then down here. I don't really need to do that. Like, we're fine there. I'm gonna delete it anyway. Shoulders. Rounds over here, and then down. I enjoyed No Straight Roads. I love the music, and I just love all the characters. It just feels like it's nice to play too. It's a kind of a platformer as well. The music I'm playing now from No Straight Roads, yeah. Because the main synopsis of No Straight Roads is you are trying to overthrow the rock regime. No, you're trying to overthrow the EDM regime after they banned rock. And the city is entirely powered by the power of music. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Actually, no, I'll do that after I refine the neck. Yeah, highly recommend. Like, it's a platformer that has some like rhythm elements to it. It's also a Malaysian game. I gotta redo the that. Oh, right. Please. What does it look like? Does it look smooth? Okay, I'm gonna need to refine some here. Less. Okay. Because while the rest, like, main part of the body is, like, turned, the rest of it is still pretty symmetrical. Okay. Now I just turn it. Little, it's fine. This one's a little, like, this one has to be, like, white, so I'm gonna have to refine that. Let's make this a darker color, just so I can see it a bit easier. Circle here, and then connect it. Trim the arms so they're kind of thin. Because she is, like, Eve is a very lanky individual. Like her genre of music is sci-dub. Because she's kind of meant to be like a sort of surreal feel to where, like, music and her, like, general, I guess, feel as a character. I got Discord notice. Okay. I will address the hair thing in a bit. I know that looks weird. Don't worry about it. Oh, wrong thing. Okay. It has, like, a lot of colors clashing and mixing together. Sometimes the color pick, sometimes the color match. It just really depends on what I'm feeling that day. Or at that certain point in time. Oh my god, the top makes it look like a Lego. Anyway. It's fine. It's gonna be covered by hair anyway. So, in-game... I should get her in-game model. Let me find it. There it is. Okay. Yeah, ignore the multiple hands. It's like a very washed out reference of her. At least it gives me a bit more of a feel about how she actually is. This would be like a darker, like an orange, a fiery orange. let's make it a bit, reach a bit higher and slope a bit more. Just for a bit more of that dramatic effect. I think I need to like shrink it just by like 1 or so. There we go. Okay, a lot better of an overlap. Okay. Oh wait, right. Whoops, hold on. My other approach of just like, what's it? Coloring everything first and then coloring everything over it, it's kind of like, it gets kind of messed up just because like symmetry as a character, symmetry and like, she's such a an out there character in terms of design that I just have to do things like one at a time. Okay, and then if I want to make this, I go darker and then more red. Go. Oops, that's a large eraser. And then I have another version, like, behind here. I also need... Hold on. To, like, put on the other accessories. I'm like... I guess they're supposed to be, like, kind of green. Yellowish green? Yeah, okay. Okay. Here we go. And then the chest. I think I have a bit of time to do that. You kind of like the coloration, like the more vibrant coloration here, because she's supposed to be a vibrant character. Because, you know, like side dub, that's about like, kind of like it's in the name, psychedelics. It's music that's supposed to make you feel like you're seeing God. That's what that genre is supposed to be about. So these are kind of the same color, so I could push green down there. Bit. Okay. Okay. That, and then cut this. Well, it's not even going to be shown. I don't know why I'm... I guess just because it's like, that's just how it feels. It feels right to do that. Oh, that, well, actually, I just realized this one's like kind of like, I guess it's darker here. So if I'm imagining like shaking hands, like holding hands right here, Just have to imagine that. Oh, but it's like a lot bluer in the render. I think I'll take the bluer version instead. Okay, and then like a lighter blue, much lighter blue here. Be down below here. Needs to seem like a thumb that's overlapping. Hold on a sec. Hold on, I'm seeing more DMs. Okay, also had to help someone with updating BIOS yesterday. They coincidentally had the same motherboard name as another brand, and that just added confusion. Oh no. It's just the worst when you got like two things that sound like that are very similar, same brand name and everything. Maybe it's like a different model or so. That's the only thing I can really think of. Okay. I should make this bigger, actually. It's okay to make this bigger because it's, because I'm gonna, like, erase it anyway for smooth lines. Normally, you should never, like, upscale things. You can downscale as much as you want. But, upscaling is where you see a lot of, like, things show up that you really don't want to show up. So, yeah, never, upscale things. Because it'll look really blurry if you do that. Okay, there you go. That looks pretty good, actually. Okay. Okay. This needs to be out a bit more. Just to align more? Or, no, I'd pull this one out and then pull this one in. Just so it has a bit more of a convincing turn to it. I think this needs a more convincing edge here because it looks way too clean, I guess. Oh, hold on. Wrong thing. Okay, yeah. Give me a little bit more leeway in terms of what's being shown. There we go. And then I will color this back in. Okay. Your PC is ready. You'll be back. Yeah, go ahead and get that set up, man. You got this. I don't know your favorite plot twist is like in the history of video gaming. I'm curious to hear what that is. I thought this was Milgram for a second. Nope, this is No Straight Roads. Okay. God, Eve is so complicated. Okay. Where do I put the ear? I'll put the earrings over here, I guess. black. Basically, the game is like marketed as a port remake of another game, so it's like 1-to-1. For only a portion of the story. Does it happen to be Final Fantasy VII Remake? Fine. Oh, it's not Final Fantasy. Okay. Making sure. Oh my god, these two colorations are different. Which one do I choose? Which French fries do I put on the ears? I'll put these French fries on the ears. I don't know what the actual color of her earrings is, so I'm just working with what I got. Like a dark purple. You love because it's such a meta thing to do. Yeah. It's nice if it's done right and it doesn't like change the entire genre of a game. Like I think or like it doesn't even have to be a game, like media in general, I guess. Like I guess one of my favorite thing, like I guess one example that I think is good. Like I don't know if you know about the Final Fantasy VII like remake rebirth thing, but like, you know, they market it as a remake, but there's a lot of things that make it like that reveal it as like a sort of sequel, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. One. It's supposed to be like a hand. Let's make it look like a hand. There we go. It's got the proportions of a hand. There we go. I can have like some shading, but not too much really. Okay, and the face. Probably the big one. This is like white. Slave. Hold on. Let me see. Eve. Boss fight. I need to see what the boss fight actually looks like to see what the icon looks like. And if it's something that like looks good, like at its base, then sure, I'll do that. Just to keep it more in theme, like, and how it feels with like the rest of it. Sorry, Eve. I think a bad example of like the thing that like the concept we're talking about, zombie, is it what was the game called? I forget. The World's End Club. Like they advertise it as like a sort of like, I guess, elimination game with kids, and you're these elementary students that like are trying to like, I guess, survive this like elimination game. I don't think you can call it really a killing game, because you know they're kids, and I don't know if they'd allow that really. And then it turns out it's like a, I guess, a sort of shonen story about going from point A to point B afterwards. So it's like not, they lied to their can't really tell, but I think it's still white here, which works. Like they lied to their audience in a way that wasn't even good. And like the story that they told afterwards wasn't good either. So you send the motherboard names in chat if you want to see how similar they were. Let me see. Okay, a B 550M Pro 4GB, or ASRock BM 550M Gaming. Oh, David. So if you just searched up B 550M, you would get either one. Like a plot list like that really only works if you do it well. Like there's this one writing tip. I I remember hearing, was it? You can deceive your audience, but don't lie to them. That's the #1 way to, like, turn them off of a story. Which, you know, that's exactly what happened. Okay. Go ahead and... Well, hold on. Cut this off. Remember, symmetry is key. Wait, not cut. Copy. There we go. Okay. Then I changed the color to like a really dark red. There we go. Got the Gigabyte one at first, and that's video over for the advice. They need secure boot and TPM2 for certain games and anti-cheats. They weren't playing it for multiplayer, just for PvE. Interesting choice. Maybe that'll look weird if I put lines in it. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. And the irises I'll merge down later. Oh, it's the Eve remix. A little weird if you ask. Yeah. It's kind of strange. Just to keep things in line. Should I? Let's see. I really wish they uploaded more of the boss icons. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, no, that's their logo. Boss icon. Okay. I kind of do. She does have some freckles. I forgot about that. Okay, so instead of that picture's terrible. Yeah, okay. A lot better. It's more of like a reddish. And a pink? Or pink, I think? There we go. Okay. And for this, I will like some of it. And it's kind of like there is some like on the bottom too. Merge that. Okay. Maybe I'll do this. Not that, not erase. There we go. Make it a little bit cleaner of a divide when I erase it here. Go. Okay. Shave them down, make them squares. She's all about abstract shapes. Or add the eyebrows too, because apparently she does have eyebrows. Yeah, the whole, the jewelry. Luckily, I don't have to make this symmetrical. Well, we should make at least the gem itself symmetrical. Okay. Okay, that should be fine enough. Copy, paste. Wait, actually, no. Can't do that yet. I have to add the decorations here. Okay. Now redo the thing a little bit more. Copy, paste. Let's form, flip horizontal, and that should be good. Okay, that takes care of the jewelry. As I know the jewelry's going through a hairline, that's kind of how it is in this and like that especially. It'd be like that. Okay. These can like be merged down at the face. Remember, you have to get the whole motherboard name since you only saw B550. It's updated and you fixed their settings. Nice. Okay. They got a functioning PC. Okay. For dramatic effect, I'm probably not gonna like have the other eye copied over. Or maybe just so. Maybe I will actually. Okay. Here we are. And below the hair. Okay, I think the eyes are a little bit close together. Do like one. And then two. There we are. That should look better. Okay, yeah. Group them all together. Okay. Let's still group these, but these need something on them too, so. And I don't really need to put too much thought into the shading. These are supposed to be simple to make. Okay, how does this look? That's too dark. Okay. First of all, just so I have a better idea of what everything looks like, I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, what's her color for the boss fight? Oh, it's a light pink, okay. Okay. And I think this needs to be more centered. There we are. All right. Now erase this. There we go. Okay. The hair needs to be like sharper, I think. It's not gonna affect too much. Actually, maybe the hair was fine, like the positioning was fine before. Maybe a little bit. If I like... I think I need to have it a bit more here. There we go, okay. There we go. That looks as even as I can get it. Hold on. Hold on, it'll be easier to see, I think. If I look at the face in particular. Hold on. That should be fine. Okay. So if 20... Was it? 2500 is about where the middle is. Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on. What's the 5,000? Yeah, 2,500. That should be where the middle is. It was here somewhere. $2,500. Where are you? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, that should be good. Now we do the whole erasure thing again. Okay, so I need to also make the shading kind of symmetrical. Well, only kind of. Again, because this is just the shading, it's not gonna have as much detail on it. Actually, this one feels like it needs to be erased some. Just a bit. Now that's one of the songs of the next boss I'm gonna work on. If I have time, I'll do a fourth one. I think there's only two that I'm like not really too satisfied on like things with. Okay. Here's over here. I think I need to like a little bit more. Line this up. It can be implied that like there's something here. Yeah, there we go. Just as long as there's enough. Same. Oh, right. Hold on. That's not the right thing. Okay. ProZD just uploaded a 100-line video. What was like? What did it say about it? Like, what did his video say? Simultaneously excited and terrified for this playthrough. Why? Like, I'm curious. about the reasons why. Like both, it's a Let's Play video. Oh, gotcha, okay, yeah. So he's playing through the game. So it needs to be a bit more defined over this way. There we are. Okay, maybe I do need to like put this under, or else it risks looking a little flat. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That feels a lot better, and then I can like get some other stuff onto the jewelry itself. Little bit. All right. Yeah, a little bit looks fine. I doubt they'll play the whole game, get all the endings, but you're hoping to at least get the second scenario. Because it really depends on like, you know, what they want, what they're willing to play. And if they don't get second scenario, Like well, it is a really good ending, you know. People can only tolerate so much. If they, it's probably highly recommended they do get it, but if they don't, well, that's on them, not me. This episode is 30 minutes long, dog. Like, of uncut footage? Or is it, like, cut down? Because there's a huge difference between it being raw footage and it being cut down for a video. The hell? Why is it still, like... I still see the background. Is this something else? Oh, it's part of the skin. Oh, more Eve songs. Wonderful. I mean, I do enjoy Eve's music. Wait. There we go. I got the right settings. Okay. Part of me thinks that this should feel shiny. Like these pieces of jewelry. And this should have a sort of overlap, I think. Okay. And this one should have a little bit right here. This thing's coming along nicely. This will definitely be a less of a... I think Eve would be much less of a pain to print. And like, unlike DJ Subatomic's Supernova. Because she has like a whole variety of colors, and red is a red is a color that printers can print pretty well. So I don't really have too much of a... I'm not worried too much about like whether or not her stuff is going to turn out well. Oh yeah, this part is also in the same folder. Let's use a little bit more here. Here we are. Same with this, I guess. It doesn't need, like, the entire front. It just needs the back here. That should be fine. Here we are. The skin also needs a little bit over here. I may have neglected this portion. Here we are. This as well. And there we go. This needs a little bit more on this side. Okay. Now, the hair. Now the earrings a little bit. Oh my god, the earrings are different again! What the hell? No one can decide on what Eve's earring actually is. Only the person Pro ZD's playing with has already played 100 line and recommended it to him. Huh, so it's kind of like with like the thing of like you and me. Like you have one person that's already played the game and then someone else that, you know, is still playing it. Well, hey, that's one more person playing 100 line. Same person you played Danganronpa with. Got you, got you. This needs to be sharper. Doesn't reach low enough. Needs to reach pretty low. One hand, you hope this brings more eyes to 100 line. On the other hand, you're terrified because you saw what happened to Danganronpa. Yeah, it's a bit of a dangerous line to cross. This doesn't need to swoop in as much, so. There we go, I can cut that some, and there we go. It's a bit choppy, though. Come on, please, thank you. Okay. Okay. Smooth. Okay. This needs this. Cut down a little bit more. I could probably put this in the same... What happens if I move it down? Okay, really nothing changes very much. Okay. Well, except this. I can always just remove that. That's probably the main reason why I did that. But there was really no reason for me to actually do that, so. We'll just do that. Have those out of the way. Okay, that's the face. Hair time. This will probably be one that I actually do multiply with, like, or overlay. Because, like, I feel like this, like, streak here, the highlight is really important for a design. And then overlay. Let's do pink as well. What if I just do yellow? Oh, that's really bright. Actually, I can use like any color with her, really. She's such a bright character, it wouldn't really matter all that much. Okay, hold on. Before I do the sides, let me do the middle. I think that's more important. Gotta make it look as like hourglass shaped as possible, I guess. The shine in her hair is shaped just like her. Thin waist. Weird way to describe it, but look, that's literally the shape. So it's the same thing. Is it on the top as well? It kind of is. If that's the case, then erase this. Actually, that looks pretty good. Add a little bit more, I think maybe... Yeah, a little bit more flatness to the top. So, yeah, I like that. I like the accent line there. It took a while, but finally Eve is finished. I could shade the earrings. But what if I don't feel like it? I'm probably gonna kick myself for not doing it. I'm gonna shade it. On a sec. This is the right thing, right? Nope, that's not it. That's the face, right. Wait, where's the earrings then? Oh. Oh, thanks for the look out for that zombie. I really should get Seribot in here. I just haven't. Oh, we got the AI viewers. Of course. I'm too in the zone drawing. Alright, that's normal air. Multiply. This is also gonna be down here anyway. Down here, shade these fingies. Eve does a lot of stuff involving hands, which I guess is, you know, fitting for her as someone that like struggles to take control. At least that's how I interpreted her character. Like she or her longing for connections, you know, Hands are a good symbol of that. Speaking of, another one? At least this rule doesn't talk about that. Yeah, I'd never. I would never view bot. Watch that age badly if I somehow have a change of principles and decided to go to the dark side and view bot for whatever reason. Like, why would I do that? Okay, that feels much more right to me. Now, can I get the same like thing here? Actually, no. It's a small detail that doesn't really need it. This, on the other hand, Eve has a like. I feel like Eve just screams she should have shiny things on her. So that's why I'm adding like all these. Let's see what happens if I do try this. Maybe. Okay, I think this should be it. I think we're done here. Okay. We have this. Make this white. Oh. I think I did a little too much. Oops. Oh. Okay, it's fine. It's kind of why I did that overlap anyway. I think it's because my style has a lot of clean lines. My style looks like cell shaded way. Yeah. Are you talking about like my style in general? Because this is definitely cell shaded. Because like one of the determining things for cell shading is the fact that it has like harsher shading, I guess. Like the shading itself isn't smooth. It's supposed to be like, what's it? It's supposed to be like hard lines. It's a much easier style to actually do because you're not so worried about like realism and such. And thinking about the PNG tubers for Cat and Yoshi, yeah. Let's look cell shaded. Yeah, they're all cell shaded. Like these days, I've been doing a lot more cell shaded works instead of like fully shaded. Like, yeah, Epic Gamer Dude. Yeah, I know what you mean. Because he has a Yoshi avatar. Yeah, but I find myself doing a lot more cell shaded stuff because it feels easier to do. Because you're not so worried about blending stuff together, and you can stack a lot more effects on top of each other for a more stylized look. Because my thing isn't like I'm not trying to show off any like techniques or anything for like painting like hyper realism. I want things stylized. I like that like I want things that are like, I guess, a sort of appeal that you can't really get with realism. I save this before it crashes. Cause I know my ass is gonna like, clip doesn't crash for me, but like it doesn't mean it won't crash. Like one of these days something's gonna happen. I just know it. You think stuff for your avatar is more realistic, the blended shading. Did you do that for other, but you're considering your avatar, it's a super cartoony, yeah. I feel like when it comes to like what, oh my god, her face is so pink. Like when it comes to like simpler styles like that, I feel like cell shaded works best because, you know, it's something super simple that complements everything. But I think it also depends on what your line work is too. Like, I mean, namely how thick it is. Like, if your line work is thick, then that would look a little bit strange. Like, that would look like it would look okay with like softer shading. But it would look a lot better, in my opinion, with cell shade. Though, granted, that's my opinion, and that's not like the end-all be-all. It's really all about preference, like this sort of thing is. The weird thing about advertise that it can be cartoony, cute, or anime style, or like penny and stocking. Yeah, penny and stocking is like a big inspiration for like my more like, cartoony art. Like, I guess there's a in between the two series that I have, or the two worlds, depending on which series that I'm thinking of, I change art styles. So for example, my regular art style in terms of like proportions looks like this. Like, this is just a reference sheet that I have for one of my characters. And then this is what I have for my gamblers. Since this is a much more lighthearted story. Like this one, it's an actual, like, it's gonna have like full, like, beginning to end, and it's gonna, I guess, has a more serious story than this one, which is gonna be a bit more lighter and cartoony. That sort of thing. And this style in particular definitely takes some inspiration from panty and stocking. You still feel like you can't do no lines like this because you don't really have that stark contrast in colors. The thing about like stark contrast in colors, I don't know what software you use, but if your thing has layers that you can lock the alpha stuff with, you can like block down colors and then change them later. Like, for example, like, what if let's take one of my other keychains here for reference. NSR. Let's do Mayday. She doesn't really have any other overlapping colors. Like, for example, what if Mayday had like, I don't know, like more like pinkish skin, more pink colored skin. Like, I have this, alpha lock that layer, color it. Yeah, then I can see how it looks. And if I don't like it, I'll go back. Use Procreate and think can probably do that. Yeah. So, having like being able to block out those colors and alpha lock them would help, like, helps a lot. And if you can have a lot of layers, that too. And for example, all this entire thing is made up of like a ton of layers. Like this one, there's a layer specifically for the hand that I have. Hold on. That I put both my shading and this line to divide this, because like without that line, it blends in way too much. That way it gives a bit of a break. You're just so used to your lines hiding your sins. You color like an actual coloring book. Like, hey, coloring, like having a sort of style that you can just like quickly like do that in. Like, hey, that works. Like, if I were, like, I could just redo this keychain like a sort of, like, I'll do something really, like, simple, I guess. Like, I could do something like, like, get all the important features in. Ear 2. And then I just like That's just color pick. I don't feel like doing it. Like, you can do like this. Like this thing can work. Yeah. Or hell, if you want to have it more like abstract or something, I've seen styles that like styles that look like this, where they just like block colors behind it and like have a gist of it, and it's like just enough that you can like, you know, you can tell what everything is supposed to be. I think it also depends a little bit of the issue because it doesn't have pen pressure. Like, yeah, I mean, there's ways to work around everything, really. Either that or just press way too hard. Like the lightening the hand just takes a lot of experience. Look, it looks like the Redeem on Cat stream. Funny you mentioned that. I'm the one that made it. Hold on. Because I do have the original files. I should. Yeah, I have the original files here. That's exactly how I made them in like 5 minutes. But this is the what was it? This is the non-content aware version. I content aware scaled them down. And that's how that Redeem was born. Anyway, I think Eve is done. Let's go on to Sayu. 625. I think I should have enough time to do Neon J as well. Let me go and prep him. Yeah, Yinu has my favorite boss theme in the game, because her genre is neoclassical. And I just think I'm a fan of like classical boss themes. Neon J got the fit. Yeah. Neon J, it is hold on. Like this. Neon J. Cause this is the 10th element. Like this is the 10th element and the 10th letter of the alphabet for his robotic boy band 1010. Yep. That's him. I enjoy No Straight Roads. The binary 10, yeah. Let me see if I can find pictures of like hold on. NSR Neon J. Okay. So I have a picture here. Oh my god. So the one on the left is Neon J, standing next to DJ Subatomic Supernova. I practice more. You've been meaning to get back into drawing. Definitely should. It's great. I like doing it. I like drawing. Say as if you were ever out of drawing. I mean, there's times where you have like a long stint of not drawing. I mean, happens a good amount to me. Like recently, I've only been on a larger drawing kick recently because I wanted to start making keychains, and it actually like at the convention I was at with Kat, that's when it got that kick. Negasonic Teenager War. What? What'd I do? Let's find Eve. Like, let's find Sayu. I'm trying to understand what I said on that boss. DJ Subatomic Supernova? Yeah, that's him. DJ Subatomic Supernova. Hold on, let me write his name out. It sounds like Kingdom Hearts. I think it's just because it's classical. Like, hold on, I gotta replay this. This is like my favorite boss song. Actually, no, I should play the EDM version here. I love the EDM version of this track. What do you think of a Heartless music was playing? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. It's very classical. Okay, so his name is DJ Subatomic Supernova. That's his name. That is who this guy is. Sorry, I like this. I like the song. Because the gist of the game is that you're trying to fight back against the EDM empire to bring back the power of rock. And each boss is a different subgenre of EDM. The first one is like a DJ Subatomic Supernova. The second is basically a Vocaloid. The third is neoclassical. Fourth is Psydub. And the fifth is, I can't say because of spoilers. But each track has a rock version and an EDM version of each track alongside their bass track. What we heard earlier, the piano, was the third boss's default track, and now this one is the EDM track. Anyway. Let's go ahead and do Sayu. Gotta find her thing first, though. Okay, it might be a little bit loud here. Let me lower it a little. There we go. I can hear myself think a little bit more. You see the gallery. Sayu has like so many forms because she changes forms at she has like 4 or 5 forms that she changes between. One of them being a reverse mermaid, which I love. Oh, perfect, her icons are here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now, at her base, she's like a pink. She has very vibrant pinks and cyans, along some yellows. She's very CYMK coded, but the K is white instead of black. Brighter pink. These are brighter pink, right? Yeah. Okay. Get out of there. No, this should stay on top, I think. The arms I stole from a different piece. Because I had originally made other No Straight Road stickers, like, years ago. But I never actually, like, got them made. And I decided, like, because I was, like, I didn't have any money back then to actually get merch made, get merch manufactured. So I just, like, didn't bother. But now that I actually have a job, I have room to like actually get things to make and sell. Not to mention there are tariffs, yeah. The like, what was it? When did I do the original designs? I think the original designs I had done like 2023, 2024? It was quite a while ago. Knowing that you need to make money, need money to make money sometimes, yeah. It's a whole cycle, and it sucks that you need to have money in order to start making money. But, you know, there's so many side hustles that you can do. Again, a whole bunch of them are like locked behind actually having money. Just be like me, practice the skills beforehand, and you know, start using them to support yourself later on in life. But I know there's a lot of people that don't have that time. I'm lucky. I actually have parents that love me. Please. Government is aren't mooching off us now. They get a mooch. Gotta mooch. They gotta mooch us more in other countries. Yeah, it's because we gotta. I feel hesitant to say this, but I feel like it's because we got a businessman in the. It's more so we got a man-child in the office right now. It's not necessarily because he's a businessman, but it does not help, like, at all. A businessman, like, even if you do put it in quotes, he, like, if you're a corpo, I inherently just don't trust you. Exclusively bankrupts businesses that he owns, yeah. Just being a corpo like that inherently, like, makes me distrust you unless I already know you personally. Like, one of my other friends, he's a business major. He's like, well, he was a business major. He graduated in business. But, you know, he's a good person. So, you know, it's not all of them. He's one of the good ones. That sounds so bad, what I'm saying. But yeah, these days, I don't really trust a lot of businesses. Now, for a small local business owner, I understand, yeah. But if you go bigger, like, yeah, that's where everything gets really gray. Because we love small business owners. Support them if you can. That should be the last of the open spots. What? Where? Where did I miss? Is there an incomplete line? Maybe if I, where's the incomplete line? I swear I didn't see anything, like, incomplete. Hold on. Oh, it's because I did on a different layer. Oops. That's my fault. So you don't like that people have to put minorities as a political leverage, yeah. So people could say a lot and their actions can show us different. A lot of things have been, like, politicized that I don't think should be politicized. Like, I don't really think diseases should be politicized. There are things that people suffer from that need to be treated. And that's not something that, like, I don't know. Something about mixing politics and if people should receive medical help is, like, it really rubs me the wrong way. Like, people are suffering out there. And you mean to tell me that that you don't want them to not suffer. Being disabled has been publicized for a while, so I'm not surprised that that also extends to sickness. Yeah, it just sucks. Here goes the majority of her body. The white hair. It can err on the side of blue too. Yeah, but I think the total white? Yeah, the total white I think fits, or I think it should be fine. We'll just add a little bit of a few pops of color later. That shouldn't be the hot take that it is nowadays. For whatever reason, yeah. The rich will always get richer and run successful companies down. CEOs they put forward that company become main target. Yeah, it's beyond CEOs. It's like it's the people that control them. Yeah, we gotta have something change. A little bit of a divide here. Okay, now here's where I can like do my other, like my regular coloring style. I'm not a very political person. I don't really like talking about politics. If people want to talk about them, sure, let them talk about them. It's just like I personally don't like doing it. I'm not either, yeah. Ideally, I wouldn't have to, yeah. It's not something fun to talk about. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And if that means talk about uncomfortable topics, then you just gotta do it. Saying is what I see with my eyes, yeah, exactly. Like, politics should just be about taxes. Yeah, and not these, like, minute issues that are being blown out of... Well, I can't say minute, that's just super disingenuous. But these issues that, like... shouldn't be political inherently, I think. They just become political. Well... That also depends on the definition of political, really. Oh, there's a thing on my hair. I already knew nothing about politics until 2016 until more on your own time. 2020, yeah. Politics shouldn't be run by man-children and rich preds. Racist, exactly, yeah. Ooh, this one. Yeah, this is another one of Eve's covers. The rock cover of the song. Okay, that's fine if this one extends a little bit. Having a big hot take. Ultron was right. I don't know what Ultron was all about, so I can't really say whether or not that's like something that I'd agree with. I added the heart into the hair. It's because I thought it'd look cute. Let me just smooth this one out. Is that a penny and stocking character? Nope. this is another, what was it? No Straight Roads character. This is Sayu. She is the second boss, and she is basically a Vocaloid. Controlled by 4 children, like high schooler, middle school, high school. I don't know. They're young though, and they made it pretty big in the industry because of like a lot of fan art, like stuff they were doing with the character that they had made. Yeah, and I feel like NSR like shows off a lot of stuff what happens in the music industry, I guess. It's interesting to think about. Hot take is that people should just be able to do whatever they want as long as it doesn't hurt others. Exactly, me too. Like, am I hurting someone, including myself? No. Then, like, what's the problem with it then? Expressing love doesn't hurt and shouldn't count as hurting others. Yeah. Like, does it have anything to do with you? Does this affect your life in any sort of way? Then why does it matter to you? Oh no, Vocaloid is being controlled by Iam and Kako. There's, like, I guess 2 pairs of those two, because, we've got the artist, we've got the motion capture, we got the musician, and we had the voice provider of Sayu. That's the 4 that you fight against. And hold on, the forms, there's like 5 forms that Sayu can take. Let's see. The first one's icon is what I have right here. Hold on, I gotta see if I can find like all the forms of Sayu. Okay, so this is form 1. This is phase 2. Here is the start of phase 3. And here's the actual phase 3. And then here is the last phase. Yeah. Now she's scaring me. What about this? Is she a fish? Reverse mermaid. She's a reverse mermaid. Anyway. The hands being big, that's the art style. Cause let me show you the cover. NSR. No Straight Roads. I'm not looking for motorcycles. Here is the banner for the Switch version of No Straight Roads, which is like a version behind the actual release build for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I love how like chaotic and messy the art style feels. And with all the like the wacky proportions, it feels so whimsical. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to drawing. Nintendo Switch is clearly a small and irrelevant platform. And like, I just think that people have forgotten how to develop for lower power devices. Because like, there's a lot of things that you can do with a Switch. It's just like, if you try and port something that's like a higher power in like onto the Switch without trying to think about optimization, like optimization is such a lost art, and it's sad. Another reason why I love Warframe. Okay, brighter, brighter, more blue. Wait, no, more green. Less green. Darker. Dark. Saturated. Slightly darker? There we go. Okay. Your Nintendo should keep graphics low just because. Yeah. Like, Nintendo has it right, in my opinion, when it comes to, like, how to make a memorable console. Like, they know that they're not going to win in the power department, so they're going to try and compete for, like, being remembered. They're sidestepping the market that's already that's already saturated with people trying to have the most powerful thing, and they're just trying to, like, make the best experience they can. Ourselves key gameplay and story. Yeah, and like, we wouldn't have the Wii if Nintendo was purely focusing on, like, a tunnel visioning on, like, one specific thing. Like, and we wouldn't have the Switch if they didn't think about, like, portability, other gimmicks. Like, DVD is also on Switch, and they recently announced a graphical update for DVD, and I'm scared for how the Switch port's going to fare. Yeah. Please keep it optimized. Think about all the platforms. Because I feel like in order to have a complete game collection, the only two things that you really need are a PC and a Switch. One, because, you know, exclusives, and two, anything that's being made for the Xbox and PS5 is going to be ported on PC anyway, so why bother? Like, Xbox and PC no longer have, like, exclusives, so that really doesn't, like, encourage me to go out and buy one of those. Like, if I want to get a feel for playing on PS5, I'll just get a PS5 controller and plug it into my PC. Simple as that. You can still be Marvel Rivals import to PS4 for some reason. I did not know Marvel Rivals had support for PS4. I'm gonna be honest. You really want to argue just use a PC for everything and sail the high seas for everything Nintendo. That is true. Or you could just, you know, pirate everything. I mean, that is an option. Piracy well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say my opinions on piracy. In case someone's watching. PS5 is changing that, though, for single-player games. Astrobot and some other games are no longer coming to PC in the future since they pulled back. Astrobot makes sense because I feel like that game is, like, so PS5 coded. Why would you port it to PC? It kind of ruins some of the magic if you did do that. I might have to put a line here, something to divide that. I'll just have to see how the shading goes up when I get to it. Oh, wait, hold on. So the Xbox for porting any future games to PS5 but still going to PC. Again, that doesn't make me want to buy an Xbox. That just makes me want to keep my PC. Okay, that should be fine enough. Never condone pirating things that you don't already own because you're a good person. So true. He was very much hoping and coping. I mean, if you enjoy the platform, then enjoy the platform. But me personally, I would not bother. Okay. The shirt she has is like white. There's a lot of white in this, like in this outfit. There's a lot of intricate patterns here at the bottom. Oh god, she had some powdered donuts. Saw you put the donuts down. There we go. Besides that, Sony's done a ton of like price increases, and that's why you don't want a PS5. Yeah, I know, like I heard about the price increases. And, like, what's your goal here? Is it because like components are getting really expensive because of all the like AI centers and all that? Are you feeling the effects now? What we've been feeling for a long time? She's me eating every beignet we have. Leave some for me. I want some beignets. I've actually never had a beignet before, but I hear they are really good. I should try making some sometime. Do enjoy making myself some good desserts. Okay, smooth this out. Wait, hold on. What was I... Just focus on erasing the thing. Hold on. Oh, I didn't realize that there's a little thing here. How to get rid of that? Because I really don't need that. Okay. Perfect. This could stand a little bit of a cleanup, I think. Like regular beignet is basically a powdered donut, but better in every way. Let me put on 1010's song. Here we go. And this one is written by James Landino. I don't know what other stuff he's worked on, but I know he's a good musician. And I've been super productive when it comes to art as of recent. Feels nice to like just have ideas for drawing again. Because I hadn't had these in a while. Like sometimes I have these like periods of like drought that can span like months where I'm just like not drawing anything or I don't feel inspired to draw. I feel like conventions really bring out my desire to draw and make things. I think because I really want to like, I guess, vend at conventions, and you know, you got to make stuff for it, and you know, you had to draw a lot of things in order to actually do that. I think that's slow enough. Okay. This strip should go like here. And as for this, it should be about like, kind of? No, two. Okay, I think it should be a little like, That seems like it works. Hold on. Just so I can see it a bit better. Okay. There we are. It's looking fine. Okay, now I need to do the markings on the hair. So she's got like a vibrant yellow over here, like a highlighter yellow that won't be able to be printed like in regular color because it's a highlighter color that, you know, printers aren't very good at printing at. Printers just aren't very good at printing like highlighter colors. Okay, and then we got some hot pinks, even deeper pinks. This one, there's some streaks in the front and back. I think this entire thing is like pink. Have like a point here. There we go. Okay, let's have this colored too. Where's the back? Like, that counts. You got the rock version of Yinu's theme this time. She got a lot of highlighter. A little touch over here. And this one has a little bit over here. Okay. Now, I think there's not enough showing down here that I'm fine with leaving this, like, uncovered. So this is the hair. The wristbands, and now we need to go for the face. Now from here, let's just take this pink, yoink. You know, I was gonna say I forgot to check if the DJ Subatomic Supernova design was like symmetrical, but I specifically made it symmetrical when I colored it, and so like I have no reason to actually do that, to actually check. There we go. The eyes are a bit unique. They are heart-shaped. And more blue? No. Oh, that's actually pretty close. That works. Okay, heart time. I'm not very good at drawing hearts, guys. Please. You know, I can't draw the other goddamn eye. So I'm cheating. Hold on, let me check. Trying to make this all like symmetrical at first. Because if I want to like squish it down some, I gotta like make it easy on myself. Yeah, that works. There we go. Let's see. It's a little... I think I can, like, just squish it down like this. I don't need to make it small. Yeah, okay. I can move it later if I need. Oh, hold on. That's the wrong thing. What? Oh. I guess somehow I changed the things. Okay. I think I want to move this one a little bit more in. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Merge that down. Now, the eyebrows. The eyebrows are weird. They're like the dots that you'd see in the meme maker. Yeah, that should work. Let's use the same colors here. There we go. And over there. Okay. And, okay, I can change. I can add a little bit of a few lines later. Actually, I'll let him know. While I'm here. Because I added a few to Maydays. I had to make some for Sayu. Actually, I think it's fine if I leave it like that. Okay. We'll leave the face as is here. Now we go for the... Hold on. Let me do the thing first. Select, expand that by like 1 or 2. Let's do 2. Now erase this. I don't need that. This is like the smallest thing that I'd have to like to copy and paste, because it's not that big. Okay, now recolor it to white. Now what's a color for the boss fight? NSR saw you. Oh, I need to add the balls that are like at her hair. Speaking of Sayu, NSR NSR 2 trailer, we have Goth Sayu for whatever reason. Oh, they have the UI hidden. That's not ideal. There you go. Okay. Looks like a cyan again. Oh my god. Okay. We'll keep this hidden for now, and then we will go with the other stuff. What is this? Oh, right, the armbands. I probably should have kept this straight, but I already committed, so. Hold on, how did I color Maydays? I need my guide, like how I colored everything. Okay. I had everything else in a folder. Got you. Okay. Let's unmark all these clipping and then, oops. Put them all in there. Let's do a blue shading, because we did pink last time. Yeah, I think that complements the that complements the skin color well. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I already saw the question, Epic. I already threw over an answer. Man, I gotta put some blush on her. Hold on, where's the face? Actually, no, let's do it below since it's not necessarily part of the face. I just messed that up. Oops. Be a soft pink. And I made blush lines. Kind of. Wait, what? I didn't realize it took that off of clipping. Okay. So this one, the hands. Let me just make sure. Oh, still a little rough. There we go. There we are. Okay, behind this. Okay, and then the rest of it, it's nice. I can just color below the other colors that I got. I've been on a roll with these. Style's consistent too. I just enjoy making these. Also, these are a bit more high priority for me because there's something that I'm planning on going to in September that I'm going to be tabling at, and I want to make these first. Like, I want to make some merch, and the stuff that's going to be outsourced is going to be more it's more high priority because they take longer. At least with the prints, I have access to a print shop about like 4 minutes away from my house that does the size that like a good amount of sizes. Yeah. So this is stuff that I really want to make that will need to be like sent in, like need like a month or two for shipping. Oh, speaking of Sayu. God, Sayu's hands are going to be... they're already a pain to shade. Let me just say that. What? Did I... oh. Hold on. There we go. I must have accidentally, like, color picked one of these colors here. Okay, I probably don't. Yeah, it's probably best if I shade these parts. If I do that. I don't really know how to feel about the outer finger, though, being shaded like this. So it feels a little bit harsh, I guess? It might seem like it might be something that I just need to, like, get used to. Maybe if I tried on this finger. Oh, hold on. There we are. I aimed right. If I don't really like that. Okay. I'll just do it on the... I'll do it on the bottom of the finger, but not like all around. Okay. Let's also, like, go from the top here. We're making some good time here. Okay, just extend this one. Oh, I need to shade the palm of this one too. There we go. I think this one needs a bit more of like a definition, I guess. Or like this is the thumb and such, because this looks weird now that I'm looking at it. Okay, now which part is this? Right. Alright. Hopefully that looks better. Okay, that looks better. Okay. Now I'll need to add like lines or something here to like really denote that this is, you know, a separate part. You're just I can shade up here to help. Because, you know, neck shadows. Gotta define that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this shading is enough to imply that there's a hand here. Okay, and the wristbands, a little bit. Shouldn't be extending out too much. Okay. I need more lines to determine, like, to really show that there's like a divide here. Shading should be fine enough here. Oh, hold on. Miss a spot? Wait, what? Oh, wait, is that a... Okay, yeah, it is. Understood. Okay, that looks fine. Okay, here we go. Over here. Okay, I think that's... I think I need more of a divide in the fingers themselves. Because I think there's a silhouette there, but it is just not enough. Okay, or I just need to shade there more. Let me try that. Okay, let's try this side. But it can't be too much. I don't want to, like, you know, I can define the shape with the shading, but if it'll look weird if it's just like too overbearing with plenty of lighting, which there's not, like, it's not dark. It shouldn't be dark. Okay, this side is definitely going to need a boundary, I guess. This one too. I might need like a larger brush here. Okay, that looks fine actually. Hey, Sayu doesn't have ears. I just realized that. Oh, there's a bit of white here. Hold on. Gotta change that. Yeah, and this too. And I gotta round this one out, round the fingers out a little bit. Let's see. Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay, I think in terms of like the skin, we're... Wait, hold on, I gotta shade the head. I was so focused on the body, I almost forgot about the head. Okay, I think that with the majority of the skin done, I don't think I need the... Maybe for the hair later, but I don't think I really need it for anything else right now. Hold on. Wait, what? Cancel that. I'm trying to color pick. I color picked over the thing. There we go. Okay, so for the hair, that's the face. Hair. There we go. Okay. Okay, I think there needs to be a bit more covering over on this side. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Okay. That looks fine. Let's see. What do we got? Is everything okay? Lift your minute and I'm back. Yeah, I'm just I'm working more on the stuff. Oh, we got the Funk Fiction remix of Yinu. Okay. Now multiply. This is gonna show like pretty much the true blue that we got here going on here. That's one thing you really don't want to be. I don't want to make it feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. It's nice that you're, thoughtful like that. But I'm just chilling here, drawing, of course. Continuing the design. It's been a little bit slower with Saya, but, I'm still making good on time, I'd say. This needs to go pretty much just on the pink, not on the white. I'm gonna have to trim after this. Or what am I doing? I just select I can select this, invert it, and then just erase from here. Make it easier on myself. What am I doing? Okay. A little bit less than the shading on this side so it doesn't go into here. But I think I can go into here a little bit because the pink on the hair should denote that that's a different part of the hair. Hold on. Here we go. And then, again, select the pink, invert, and... Oops. There we go. It's coming along. Same sort of deal here. I probably could just like select this and then color on it, but I don't know. Things feel different when you do this. I do it like this. Gotta. You'll send pics of the PC. You got a warranty on it if there's any issues. I gotcha, yeah. It's always good to have the contingency plan in place. Not trying to lose, like, large volumes of games or, like, files that you may want. Like, work files or, like, a bunch of art files or something. You got videos. Yeah, that's important. About 3 months, but you got it now. That PC, yeah. You got it in the end. So that's the important part. Okay. Let's have a little bit of stuff here. I think I can have a little bit of shading as well on, like, this end. Because there needs to be some more stuff. Maybe some stuff going into the center of the hair where everything's, like, I guess, coming from. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And just refine. Got the base shape down, and then you just refine it. I'll just do this. There we go. Oh, that means you finally get to play Steam RV there yet. Yeah. I haven't played RV there yet. RV there yet, actually. Like, I've seen people play it. I know what the concept is. I just haven't, like, gotten it. I never played it for myself. It looks like a lot of fun. Oh, it's 10:10 again. Hold on. What's next? The main theme. Nice. Okay, and then gotta connect this end. in order to connect this properly. That should be fine enough. Okay, gotta like trim this down too. Gotta run to that. PlayStation games, all the entire library of PlayStation games on PC. To keep putting them there. A bit more. Okay, I think that should be the hair. I need to add the other things that I almost forgot about. Hold on. That's the face. That's the okay. Let me multiply that. Okay, that looks fine. Maybe... There we go, so it's not as harsh. A bit more readable, too. Okay, now I need to... Oh, right, I really should just do that. And then have a folder for itself. There we go. Just like everything else, why should it be special? Oh, right, multiply. I get those layer styles. Hold on. I did set this to multiply, right? Yep, okay, good. I just had to make sure. Okay, and now... I need these. Like the same color as this, right? There we go. And this one goes... Wait, no, but this is, okay, fine. This will go here, and then I'll, like, change the, what was it? Things. I'll do the masking stuff again. This used to go a little bit. And bring me some... Oh. See, let your cousin borrow your PlayStation 5, but when you tried calling her, she wouldn't answer her phone because I was asking for it back. Damn, really? I mean, it's your PS5. That's kind of mean. And bring me some soup. It's raining sideways. I don't know if I can bring me some soup over there. Like, I'd love to. But you did say it's raining sideways. Let me... I'm gonna do the multiply thing that I did with Eve's decorations. The chunky soup. That actually does sound pretty good. Some soup with some good texture on it. Something that goes down well. Maybe some like chicken or something in it. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I wanna know what sounds good right about now? Ramen. You have fresh bowl of ramen with a lot of the toppings in it, like chashu, that ramen egg. Ooh. I love myself a good runny egg. Like I'll eat stuff, like I'll eat like a egg that's like not runny, but I have a heavy preference towards, I did the same thing. I have a heavy preference towards runny eggs. On pho. I haven't had pho in a bit. Last time I had it was actually with Kat and some other friends. You forgot the caps lock was on. It happens, man. You're so excited about fun, rainy days. Honestly, I understand. I would too. I would pop off. Delay hard light, maybe? You're more excited about the PC. I mean, you've been like, you were looking forward to that so much. You know, that makes a lot of sense that you would be. Let me okay, that looks more like the inside vent. Gives a bit more texture to it. Okay, now I'm ready to put the final touches on Sayu. Do I have the... Okay, I do. Perfect. I keep doing the thing. Get the folder, clip that on, and then overlay. Not the other way around. Stop it, Cleone. So that, and then lighter color. It's more so blue, but I kind of want to experiment with a yellow. If it doesn't work out, then, you know, you got other options. Okay, and then 50. Perfect, okay. Okay, let me see, like, let me blend it together a bit more. Same with this. Okay. Now let's see if I change this from yellow to like pink or something. How about cyan? Kind of, but I like the contrast that yellow has more on this. It's like it kind of warms up the stuff on the top because there's a lot of blue down here. It'd be nice to have a contrasting like thing up top. Okay. Sayu. Oof. Okay, that one was a bit of a long one. Just because there's like, you know, the stuff with this and Neon J. Oh boy, that's a lot of fluff on his jacket. So I think my shoulder is hurting a little bit, so I think I am gonna call it here for the stream. Because like, while I would love to work on this, I need to preserve like my arms to actually be able to work on things. So let's see. I linked down my arm for one drawing. I am, but I have been drawing for almost 4 hours straight without really any break. And like, you know, my shoulders, I draw from the shoulder. That's the best way to have like confident lines and such. And it's starting to like hurt some, get like starting to be a bit tense. So yeah, I'm going to hold on. Let me open up all the drawings that I did, or the 3 that I've done. Okay, that's the base file for Sayu. Okay. Like Neon J is like, I'm satisfied with that one, but I want to work a bit more on the posing for Tatiana and Yinu, because I'm kind of struggling with those two. But that is for another date. So I will leave these here for now, and we'll go find someone to raid. Let's see. It looks like Star Song is playing some Animal Crossing. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you their way. Okay, so while tomorrow I'd normally stream 13 Sentinels, I am not going to be doing that because there is a big Warframe update that is a continuation of a very good quest in the game. And I am excited for the frames in particular. Because they put ice climbers in Warframe, basically. So, I'm going to go ahead and send you over to Star Song's stream. So, until tomorrow, I will be seeing you.